Good morning, students. First of all, I want to welcome you in your new class, that is 11th class. So, as you have chosen the stream commerce, it means we have to study about accounts and business. The main purpose of taking the commerce as a stream is to study about the business, how to maintain the records, how to calculate the profit or loss, or how we have to take different type of policies, decisions, uh, and everything else. So today first chapter is introduction to accounting. First of all, I want to introduce the word accounting. Accounting means to record the transaction. In simple form, it is a method of recording the transactions, because every businessman or no businessman is able to learn each and every transaction. I think our memory is very short. We can learn about, we can remember about a day or day before yesterday only. But if we want to know whether we have purchased the business, or whether we have, when we have purchased this house in which you are living, I think no exact date can be told by any of the person. In the same way, in accounting, no businessman can tell about the exact date of transaction, amount of transactions, conditions of making the transaction, etc. For these all, he has to record the transaction in the books of account. So, accounting is a process of identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner, and in terms of money transactions which are a part at least of financial characters, and interpreting the results thereof. It is the proper definition. Now I am explaining each and every term. First of all, it is a process. Means the accounting always made in sequence. Procedure is to be followed. First of all, what is the procedure? Identifying. The business has to identify the transaction, whether it is economic transaction or non-economic transaction. As we know that in business only economic transactions are recorded. So first of all, it is the main purpose of the businessman to identify the transaction, whether it is economic in nature or non-economic. If it is in economic nature, then he has to measure the amount in terms of money. For example, we have purchased machinery. First of all, machinery is in terms of money. We have purchased it in terms of money. So it is monetary transaction, financial transaction, and for what amount we have purchased it, it is known as measuring the transaction. Next is recording. After making the transaction, measure the transaction in terms of money, businessman has to record the transaction in their books. That is known as journal. After recording the transaction, he has to classify the transaction in different categories. Now, how can a businessman classify the transaction? The transactions can be classified on the basis of duration of availability of that assets or that thing in the organization. Means current or fixed. If the goods are of fixed nature, they are classified in separate group. If they are current in nature, then they are classified in different groups. For example, in 11th standard, many students choose science as a stream, commerce as a stream, and humanities as a stream. So they all are classified in different sections. In the same way, in accountancy, different transactions are classified in different groups. Then we have to prepare the summary of the transactions. In case of summary, we have to like after each chapter there is summary. Summary means brief. So all the things which we have done prior to summarizing, the final result is to be calculated in summarizing form. And the summary can be made only with the help of monetary transactions. They are also known as financial transactions. And after that, their comparison and communication to different users is to be made. So this is the definition of accounting. I think there is no doubt in the accounting definition. After this, we have to do characteristics of accounting. What are the characteristics of accounting? First is identification of financial transactions. Means every transaction is identified whether they are financial or not financial. If the transactions are financial, only then they have to be recorded in accounting. Means it is the characteristics of accounting that only financial transactions are recorded in books of account. Next is measuring. Second characteristics is after identifying, the businessman has to measure the transaction in terms of money. Money is the common denominator and all the transactions are to be converted in terms of money. Next is recording. After measuring the transaction, businessman has to record them in books of account. And the books in which transactions are recorded are known as journal. In this case, the businessman has to prepare different type of journal like purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, cash book, bank book, etc. After that, he has to classify the transaction. In case of classifying the transaction, ledger is formed. Ledger means a group of accounts, different groups of accounts is known as ledger. It means all the transactions are recorded in different ledger, different T-shaped accounts, and collectively these accounts are known as ledger. Next is summarizing. After preparing the accounts, we have to summarize, means we have to calculate net profit, net loss, and this can be calculated with the help of, in case of summarizing, first of all trading account. First of all, the businessman has to prepare trial balance, and after that he has to prepare trading account, then profit and loss account. Clear? This is known as summarizing. After this, we have to prepare balance sheet also. We will discuss all these terms later on. Analyzing means to compare the transaction of this year to another year, or making deep observation on the weak points of the organization. Next is communication. Whether accounting is businessman is earning profit or not, what are their assets, what are their policies, what they have decided for future, this all to be communicated to different users. Means this all information are delivered to internal users as well as external users. So communication is the most important point in case of accounting, because with the help of communicating about the organization, the goodwill of the company can be raised. Next is objectives of accounting. What are the objectives? First is maintaining accounting records. It is the main important objectives of the accounting, that in accounting every businessman has to prepare records. Without recording any transaction, businessman is not able to calculate whether he is earning profit or incurring loss. Next is determining profit or loss. In case of determining profit or loss, the businessman has to prepare trading account, and profit and loss account. These two accounts are prepared for determining the profit or loss of the organization. Next is determining the financial position. Now, what do you mean by financial position? Financial position means the position of business on a particular date, on a particular time period. It means while we are talking about financial position is also known as balance sheet. It shows the position of a firm on a particular date. Means how much assets are there or how much liabilities are there. Position, we can also say status of the organization. Next is facilitate management. How the accounting helps or facilitate management? Management has to take decision regarding the production, growth, development, survival, etc. And that can be taken with the help of earning capacity of the business. If business is incurring loss, then they can't survive. And if there is profit, then they can increase the production or new product can be launched. All these decisions can be made by the management with the help of accounting information only. Next is providing accounting information to users. Now, who are the users? Accounting helps to provide information to users. There are two types of users of accounting information. In your school also, there are two types of users. First are the internal users like your principal, vice principal, students, teachers, etc. And external users, parents and other person, government, CBSE also. So in the same way, in business organization, there are two types of users. They are internal users and external users. In case of business organization, internal users are management, employees, वर्कर्स, CEO, वो हमारा मैनेजमेंट में ही आ जाता है, चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, दे आर ऑल्सो इन मैनेजमेंट. एंड एक्सटर्नल यूजर्स आर क्रेडिटर्स. Creditors are the person who supply goods on credit to the business. Then debtors. Debtors are the person who purchase goods on credit from the business. दोनों में difference है. They are providing goods on credit. They are purchasing goods on credit. Then government, public, researchers, etc. So accounting helps to provide information to different type of users. Government has to take charge tax on the earnings. This can be known with the help of financial position of the company. Creditors want their money back. That can also be known with the help of financial position or earning capacity of the business. Debtors are the person who has to purchase the goods on credit. And if the reputation of the business or profit earning capacity of business is higher, only then quality goods can be produced. So they are also very much interested in knowing the financial position of the company. Then public are the real king of the organization. Today's market is public oriented, or we can say customer oriented. If customers are satisfied with the performance of the business, only then growth of the business can be possible. Researchers have to research about the new technology, new product, and new items which has to be launched in the market. So they are also interested in knowing the position of the company. Next is protecting assets of the business. Accounting helps to protect the assets of the business. How it protect? In case of balance sheet, amount of assets are recorded at the amount which is invested at the time of purchase of the assets. If the businessman want to sell the assets, fixed assets, then the amount which is spent on purchasing of that assets can easily be known, and the time period for which that assets is used in the organization, that is called as depreciation, that can also be deducted. So rest of the amount can be calculated only with the help of the accounting. So in this class we are doing only this much of topics.